Good evening, Elia. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. And you look much better, yeah, today
Than
compared to
yesterday?
yesterday. Yeah.
I'm so sorry for yesterday, Elia. I was just a bit shocked
Why?
because yesterday I had no breaks
Why?
for 9 hours. Okay?
Why?
I was fully booked.
Oh, even though you are fully booked, yeah, as far as I know, you can set your break time.
Yes, we can set our break times. However, it's my fault. I was not able to set my break time before the class.
Oh,
So, yes, none of my students were absent yesterday, so I'm sorry if I was a bit stressed out, but
oh,
I promise you I'm doing better now. What
okay.
about you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great today.
Okay. I think out of all the students I've talked to, you're the only one who's a bit positive because since it's late at night, they're all like, "Teacher, I'm very tired. Can we just finish our lesson halfway through?"
Wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah. And I said, I'm sorry, but it's part of the company's protocol to finish our classes or at least have half the time.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, teacher. Let's have half the time.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I'm fine, Elia. So what did you do all day?
Um, hmm, what I did, in the morning,
Mhm.
I studied English and I exercised, with my husband, and yeah,
Wow.
we returned, a book, to the library, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, actually we went there by our bike, and
Wow.
our bikes. And then in the afternoon, what I did, I prepared, dinner for my family,
Uh-huh.
and
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
uh, I worked, for
Yes.
yeah 4 hours. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's all. And then yeah, after I finished, my work, yeah, I
Mhm.
also studied English. Yeah, to
Mhm.
prepare our
Again.
class. Yeah.
All I've heard today is you studied English and then you worked out, you exercise.
Yeah, exercised and yeah, worked.
I think you work out a lot. You must be very healthy and you have a very fit body.
Oh, no, no. Actually, I really hate to work out. So
Mhm.
I in the past, I didn't go out.
Mhm. Mhm.
I really like to, I really prefer staying at home. But
Yes.
as I'm getting older and I realize, my body is not like, um, when I was young.
Yes,
So
yes.
I try to work out because, when I call, my mom
Mhm.
always, nag me to work out more because yeah, she always told me you are still young, but you have
Mhm.
to, prepare for your
Yes.
for your, how can I say, for your, yeah, health. So
Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
and then yeah. Oh, before I used to, take a walk with my
Ye-
husband, but it's kind of boring, and
Yes.
uh, I usually, fought with my husband. We could talk while we are walking. So,
Mhm.
and then I don't know why, but anyway, it ended up, yeah, fighting.
Yes.
He just told me he didn't fight with me. He just, he insists, I was angry at him, and I just, how can I say, attacked him. Yeah,
Oh.
he just, he couldn't register my, uh, attack, so he tried to, um, counter attack. Is it right? Counter attack? Yeah,
Counterattack, yes.
yeah.
Oh,
He, mhm.
counterattack, or let's say probably he tried to contradict you.
Yeah, but, I mean, but I mean, he couldn't, he wanted to avoid our arguing, but since I attacked him, so he couldn't help but, yeah, I mean, counterattack.
Okay.
Counterattack, yeah.
Yes. Okay, but I hope you both are okay now. Did you
Yeah.
did you make a peaceful resolution with him?
A month ago, I started riding a bike, and
Okay.
actually,
Oh.
he recommended me to ride a bike, and
Mhm.
then yeah, he was really happy because when we rode a bike, he was really happy because we couldn't talk while we were riding a bike. So we finally found out a solution that we can work out together without, yeah, arguing.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I think yes, petty. Okay. Do you know the word petty? Sorry,
Uh,
Petty.
yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, petty arguments. Okay,
Ah.
petty arguments meaning that petty means not of great importance. Okay, very small arguments
Mm-hmm.
between couples.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this usually happens when couples are already in their 30s and beyond.
Mm.
Okay, but I'm glad you're both okay and you found a common ground. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
for you both to agree on
Okay.
each other. Oh, okay. So, are you ready for our scientific lesson today,
Sure.
Elia?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, you better be. Okay. All right. So, we are going to be continuing with the vocabulary check. Okay.
Before we start our
Okay.
lesson,
Yeah.
I have a question. How many minutes um, yeah, do you take for break?
Oh, for breaks. Okay. It is actually a company's protocol to have at least 1 hour break.
1 hour. So
Yes.
you
How?
you have
Mm,
to work for 9 hours, and but for nine hours you have to break. You have to get some rest for 1 hour.
yes.
Wow.
But that depends, however. Okay. For example, for me, I'm not able to set my breaks earlier, so which means students can come in anytime they want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So whenever I open the computer and then I check my classes, sometimes I only have 30 minutes break, meaning I have, for example, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes classes and then 10 minutes and then classes and 10 minutes again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it depends. So, for example, today I did get to have 30 minutes break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had my first 10-minute break around 6 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and then around 8 o'clock, and then the other 10 minute will be after our class.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm. But
So
mm,
even if you don't uh, get some rest for one
mm,
hour, it is
mhm.
okay.
Yes,
So it depends on teachers and so yesterday you couldn't to take a break. So in that case, yeah, anyway, it's possible if teacher want to for 9 hours without breaks. Anyway, it's possible.
it's possible, very
Mm,
possible.
so I think, yeah, the company ha has to make a solution for
Mhm.
teachers to uh, take take some rest
Yes,
forcefully.
yes. Mm, I agree so too.
Okay.
However, yes, I think if if it's getting too stressful,
Mm-hmm.
we can always talk to our supervisors and they can probably do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you don't set your break early and and students enroll and you don't have any breaks,
Mm-hmm.
you're not allowed to skip any classes. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So,
technically yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you work for 9 hours for a
Mhm.
month, but there is no penalty for teachers to work for teachers to work fully time.
Okay, what do you mean by penalty, dear?
because
Penalty?
penalty is punishment. I mean,
Yes, yes.
so I mean, the company has a policy that they recommended that teachers have to take a break for 1 hour a day.
Yes,
But
yes.
even if they don't um, take any breaks, yeah,
Mhm.
if they don't have any, and yeah, there is no penalty, then some
Mhm.
teacher um, might try to work full time. Then
Yes.
yeah, maybe that teacher might make much money, but if the
Mm.
teacher is tired, then it would affect to the quality of class.
Yes.
So yeah, it's not good. So I think yeah, Mint has to find a solution that teachers have to take a break. Yeah,
Mhm.
forcefully.
Yes, I agree so. I
Mm-hmm.
would be happier that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good idea, Elia. But I won't have the strength to tell them that.
Yeah. Okay. I will try.
Yes, okay. But yeah, I do agree that having no breaks affects the quality of classes, especially when teachers don't get enough time to eat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But right now, it's in our hands whether we want to set break or not. But
Mm-hmm.
for most teachers, yes, we do set breaks whenever we get the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. I see.
Yes, yes.
And
Okay.
I think we didn't cover guide
Got
questions.
guide questions yet. Okay, okay. Okay. I'll give you an option, Elia.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to answer these guide questions, or would you just like to give me a short summary of what we learned yesterday?
So
Choose.
uh-huh. So you want me to summarize what we learned yesterday or
Yes.
answer quite questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay, quite questions.
Okay. All right. Sure. Let's start with number one. Would you like to read the question
Okay.
yourself? Okay.
Why do seeds need to be carried to other places? And
Mhm.
when I read it, actually I couldn't think of any great ideas even
Mhm.
in Korean. So
Mhm.
I guess most living things want
Mhm.
to preserve their kind, so they
Mhm.
want to reproduce. um,
Yes.
that's why and if I mean if the environment uh, I mean the environment can be changed.
Yes.
So if plants uh,
Mhm.
if plants live in one place and
Mhm.
they are not carried to several places, then
Mhm.
uh, the environment in that place is changed, then it means they have a possibility to go extinct.
Very
So
good.
yeah, so
Yes.
they want to make a lot of chances to
Mhm.
survive
Mhm.
in various places,
Mhm.
even if the environment if the environment is changed.
Yes, exactly. This actually reminds me of I read a quote somewhere that our purpose here on earth is actually to reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree? I'm sure you do after explaining that. But yes, okay.
Mm-hmm.
In
Mm-hmm.
order to preserve, okay, you said something, preserve their kind or
Mm-hmm.
preserve their species.
Species, yeah.
Yes, we do, or plants or any living thing needs to reproduce. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Number two.
How do animals help in making new plants? So I think I've already mentioned the answer of this question.
Oh
So
yes.
bees, insects, and birds, yeah,
Yes.
help
Okay.
help plants help a plant to help a
Help,
plant
yes.
plant. How can I say no? Okay,
It's okay.
I will try one more time. I mean, yeah, they help pollen
Mm.
uh, move move from um, what's that word? The stamen to
Mm-hmm.
pistil. Pistil? Is it right?
Pistil.
Pistil. Okay.
Yes,
Pistil.
pistil.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. Correct. You okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, it's okay. All
Mhm.
right. Although the way you explain it is very professional.
Mhm.
Okay. But if it's like for AHOP, generally, if it's for kids,
Mhm.
okay, they'll be able to simplify it well. Okay, but
Mhm.
you're correct. So you mean animals help
Mhm.
pollen move from stamen to the
Mhm.
pistils,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And also simply with their fur, as we studied yesterday.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 3,
Why do flowers need to make pollen? Mm. To reproduce. So,
to rep.
yeah, is it reproduce or reproduce?
Okay. Sorry again. What were the options?
Uh, because I pronounce this word reproduce, but I
Mm-hmm.
heard you pronounce it as
Re-
reproduce.
oh, reproduce. Oh, did I say reproduce?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, sorry.
oh really?
Reproduce.
Yeah, reproduce,
Yeah,
reproduce.
sorry. Generally, yeah, every word that starts, especially if there's a root word, okay, produce, or let's take the word reread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
We don't say rare read, but reread. Okay,
okay,
sorry, that was my mistake. It's reproduce. All
okay.
right. Yeah. Okay,
So
that's all.
yeah, that's all. Can you
Okay.
answer number three? I because I have very short answer, so I want to listen to your opinion.
No, for number 3, I would connect the answer to this to number 1, what you
Mhm.
said earlier.
Mhm.
Okay, I generally think that flowers need to make pollen in order to reproduce for their species not to die out. Because
Mhm.
generally, if flowers don't make pollen, they also wither themselves.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes, it's a part of their anatomy.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Vocabulary check.
No, I don't
No.
need to yeah study this
Okay.
part.
Yeah. I think. Do you also need this mini quiz? Quiz.
No.
Sorry. Nope.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a bit time consuming. How about the homework?
No.
Okay. You're lucky. You're smart, Elia.
Oh,
If it
really?
was a child, if my student was a child, I'd ask them to go back. No, please do your homework. Okay, so our next topic would be the growth of plants. All right, let's
Okay.
start reading these paragraphs here.
So instead of reading this dialogue, what
Mm-hmm.
other ways for us to study this lesson?
Okay. Um, if you have read this already, I
Yeah.
can, for each page, I could ask you just a follow-up question or a comprehension question on what you understood.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay?
better.
Yeah, okay. For example, Elia,
Mm-hmm.
after reading these paragraphs, what do you understand about the word trait?
So a trait is a feature that all living things have own their own unique things. So it is from their parents,
Mm-hmm.
and they resemble their
Mm-hmm.
parents' color, shapes, and other features as well.
Yes, okay, very good answer. And I'd also recommend, like you said earlier, all living things have their own unique things. You can also you can also use the word characteristic, right? I
Okay.
think it's here. Yeah,
Yeah.
characteristic. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
very good. Let's go to the next page. Okay, Elia, I
Hmm.
want you to describe the plant life cycle for me.
Okay. So, a life cycle of a plant starts from seed.
Mhm.
So, a- after seeds, what the word? Okay, germinate. After
Yes.
seeds germinate, then they become sapling.
Mhm.
So then they grow,
Mhm.
then they become adult
Good.
adult plants. So they are growing bigger and bigger. So
Mm.
after that, they want to reproduce.
Yes.
So they bear their flowers.
Mhm.
So after that, uh, flowers flowers wither, then they have their own fruit. Is it right?
They have their own fruit?
Yeah, fruit.
Okay. Okay, yes, correct. Okay, well
Hmm.
explained. Can you please elaborate or try to explain further what the word germinate means?
Germinate means seeds are sprout. Seeds sprout and
Mhm.
uh, grow to they grow to saplings.
Yes, they grow into saplings.
Into sapling. Okay.
Yes. Mhm. What is a sapling?
Young plant.
Okay, yes, a young plant or any young tree. Okay, all
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
By the way, how do you pronounce it again?
Sapling.
Sapling. Okay. There are actually two variations to this, but
Uh,
most commonly known is sapling, sapling,
sapling.
sapling.
So you
Okay.
mean the vowel would be a
Yes,
sound?
instead
Mm.
of sapling.
Oh,
However, I can say they are both interchangeable, okay?
okay.
This is just a fact, so you can interchange them. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. All right. Okay, let's go to vocabulary check. Okay, we have guide questions. Would you like to answer these ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Number one.
I will read the questions.
Yes,
What are
okay.
some traits that young plants get from their parent plants?
Mm-hmm.
So all traits, I mean, young plants who get all traits from their parent plants. So it
Mm-hmm.
would be color and the
Mm-hmm.
shapes of leaves and flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and the how can I say, the shape of also flower. I mean fruits. They are
Mm-hmm.
fruits. Yeah, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Number two.
What is the difference between a young plant and its parent plant?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the size the size would be different between them. A young plant is definitely small, and
Yes.
its parent plant would be bigger than them.
Yes.
And other things, yeah, a young plant doesn't have their flowers and fruit yet,
Oh,
but
yes.
yeah, parent plants already have a young plant. It means yeah, they have that kind of experiences.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And basically, the young plants are not that mature to reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we still have the vocabulary check?
No.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll skip this part. Okay. Number four, where plants grow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Before going to this, though, I wanted to ask you a question about your interest or fashion. Are you raising plants in your backyard?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. But are you into flowers,
Uh, no, because
growing flowers?
it's yeah, it is a pleasure that I can see flowers because they are beautiful. But
Yes.
yeah, if someone give me flowers as a gift, then yeah, I think what a waste money. I would be pleased if they give me another thing which I needed. So which
Yeah,
I
if
need,
they
yeah.
gave, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
If they,
exactly. I think you're a very practical person, Elia.
yeah, right.
Okay, me too. Honestly, I do like how flowers look, but I don't like growing flowers anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
or even if putting them only in a pot, growing them in a pot seems very time consuming to me, and I don't think I'd be able to take care of them anyway.
Yeah.
uh, all
Actually,
right.
I live in an apartment, and in an apartment, there is no ground that we can grow any plants. So
Mm,
actually, I'm not into plants, but my
mhm.
husband really wanted to grow plants
Uh-huh.
in our apartment, but
Mm-mm.
yeah, he failed to yeah grow them because
Mhm.
it couldn't get enough sunlight. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, so
Uh-huh.
anyway, he gave up.
Okay. Yes, it would if you're living, I heard that in Korea most people do live in apartment complexes,
Yeah, right.
right? Yes. So, this growing plants would be more ideal if you had a large backyard with soil
Yeah.
and land to grow plants and fruits and those crops. Okay. So going to the next topic, we
Mhm.
are going to be talking about where plants grow. Okay? What do you call? Okay. Oh no no. Can you please describe a habitat to me?
Habitat. Okay.
Mhm.
uh, so habitat is a place where plants and animals can live.
Yes.
So yeah, uh, it can be desert and forest, and
Okay.
also
Forest.
forest,
Forest. Yes.
forest. Is it
Yes.
forest? Not
Yes.
forest.
Yes.
Oh,
Forest.
forest.
The sound.
Uh,
Sorry. Uh.
forest. Oh.
Forest. Forest. Okay. Not forest. Not forest, but forest.
Not
It's
for
okay.
forest, not forest, not
Not
forest,
forest.
and
Mhm.
forest, then forest,
Forest. Yes. Better.
forest.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so yeah, that's all.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. What is the importance of plants having longer roots?
If they have a longer roots, then uh, it can it how can I say they can stand straight with
Yes.
uh, even yeah they're even even the strong wind blows, they
Mhm.
don't have they will stand um, they will stand straight. I mean no, I they will not curve, and they
Mm.
no they will curve because the wind
Or
blows.
bend?
Yeah, bend. Yeah, they will not bend,
Mhm.
and they can keep the place, keep their
Yes.
place. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay. They can keep their place, or they could stand rooted.
Okay. They.
Stand rooted. This is also actually just an expression.
Uh-huh.
Stand rooted, or yes, to stand firm.
Stand
Okay,
firm. Okay.
stand.
FIRM. Okay.
Yeah, stand firmly
Mm-hmm.
in place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I
Hmm.
wanted to say.
All right, Elia. Actually, that's really good. Oh, our time is up.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, the last paragraph here, you already know about this because we discussed this extensively yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
about why big leaves receive sunlight and why
Mm-hmm.
they're important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, tomorrow, would you like to continue with the next page?
Okay. Maybe tomorrow I will participate in the event. Yeah,
Oh, sure.
evaluation event. So how can I call the event?
Mm-hmm.
Evaluation event or
Yes,
evaluation? Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Okay.
You can or simply say evaluation for new teachers.
Uh, so I don't
Yes,
need to add event.
evaluation event. That's all right. It's acceptable.
So.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not.
Mm-hmm.
This is an evaluations class. Okay.
So if can I say I want to participate in uh, evaluation for teachers? I-
Yes. Or I want to participate in the evaluation for
mm,
teachers. Yes,
uh,
it's correct.
okay, I see.
Okay, instead of saying in the evaluation event,
Mm-hmm.
evaluation for teachers. Okay, or
Mm-hmm.
I want to evaluate teachers tomorrow.
Okay, I want to
Mm.
evaluate you tomorrow.
Okay, okay, sure. Try to evaluate as many as you can
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay.
that you'd also see the different learning, teaching styles of teachers if you have time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Anyway, Elia, thank you so much for your time today. And okay, we'll continue with page number 25 tomorrow.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. Any more questions though? I still have time, so it's
Uh,
okay.
no, I don't have any questions. Take your
Uh,
time.
okay. Thank you, Elia. I'm just gonna complete your feedback and then I'm gonna go home.
Okay, good.
Good night.
Good
Rest
night.
well. Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.